let's get in here and welcome back to another different Minecraft video. And today this is going to be another different one. I just thought I could do another different Minecraft video to let people all know what I'm on about. So yeah, basically this is going to be another different one, and today we're going to be talking about the settings today in the menu. So I have actually done a video like this before, where I showed the settings off, but I kind of just want to do it again to let people all know kind of what the settings are, and just to let people all know what it is. And yeah, it is pretty easy anyway, the settings. So yeah, I just thought I could do another video where I kind of show you to let people all know what I'm on about. And yeah, if you've got any questions about it, let me know in the comments down below. If you've got any questions about all the settings and stuff like that, yeah, I would love to hear what you say. So yeah, let's go jump into them, and here we go. So these are what's in the settings. So we've got game options, we've got audio, we've got graphics, user interface, and it reset to defaults. So yeah, let's go start from the top and then make our way down. And then obviously when I've showed everything, I'm gonna go back up to them again and kind of do a little bit more detailed on them to let people all know kind of what they are. So anyway, let's get on the way. So first off is game options. So basically, what's in the game options is it's basically like all the game stuff. Yeah, it kind of shows you like everything that's in the options of the game, like everything that's basically they need to control about the game and stuff like that. It's just kind of just all of that really, and it just kind of just shows you like all brief of stuff. That kind of just shows you, and it's a really good simple thing anyway. It just kind of like shows you everything and stuff like that that's in it. I don't really know it completely though, but obviously it just shows you everything that you need to learn about what the game is and stuff like that. It just kind of just shows you all of that, everything that's just pretty much easy and all of that. So yeah, just kind of shows you all of that. So yeah, that's the game options. I'll come back to that with a little bit more detailed in a little bit. Next up is audio. So basically in the audio option, it kind of just shows you all the audio sounds, like the music, the Minecraft music, the Minecraft menu music and stuff like that. It just kind of just shows you all of that. It just shows you like all the audio, like audio stuff, like all the volume and stuff like that. As I said, going back to what I said in the last video, I actually said that I usually put my audio on really down. The reason why for that is because obviously if I'm making a video on it, I've got to make sure that I have it really low down, because otherwise you guys are not going to hear me otherwise. So yeah, that's why if I'm not recording it, I would put it really far up again. But yeah, obviously if I'm making a video, I usually just put the audio down. So yeah, that's all the audio options and stuff like that. It just kind of shows you all of that. So yeah, I'll come back to that with a little bit more stuff in a little bit. Okay, next up is graphics. So in the graphics option, it kind of shows you all the graphics stuff. Obviously, I think like gamma and stuff like that, like all the gamma stuff and stuff like that. I think that's another thing that's actually in there. I think it shows it shows the brightness as well. I think so. I think it's like the brightness and the gamma connection. Yeah, it just shows you all of that. Like obviously, if you want your gamma up or your brightness up, yeah, it just kind of just shows you all of that. What I usually do is I put the gamma really far up and the brightness really far up, because I want the game to be really bright. Just because I like it when the game's really bright, because obviously I can concentrate when it's bright and stuff like that. So yeah, that's kind of the reason why I always have it on really like 4% bright. I think I've had it like that for quite a long time now. So yeah, obviously I do kind of like it like that. Obviously with the gamma and the brightness just up together. I think it's just I think it just makes more sense, and I kind of like it like that. So yeah, I just kind of like it like that, and I think it's just a great thing. And yeah, that's why I just kind of like it like that. So yeah, I'll come back in a little bit with some more info about graphics. Next up is the user interface. So the user interface is basically where you can turn everything off. So obviously one of them is the hotbar, you can turn that off, and also just other stuff as well. Obviously if I'm doing like a thumbnail, what I usually do is I go into user interface, and I usually turn everything off, by the way, everything that's on the top section, like the hand and the hotbar and stuff like that. And yeah, I just take the thumbnail, and then obviously when the thumbnail is finished, I usually go back to the user interface again, and I just turn everything back on again. So that's kind of what user interface is. There is other options as well. Like I don't really know everything about the user interface option, but there is like other stuff about it as well, which I don't really know about. But there is other stuff about user interface as well that I kind of do know about. So yeah, there is other stuff anyway. about it as well. But like I don't really know personal everything about it. But there is that other stuff that I kind of do know about user interface and kind of what it is and stuff. So yeah, it's kind of just like a great option anyway. So yeah, I'll come back in a little bit of when I've got a little bit more info. And finally is reset to default. So yeah, in this one, yeah, don't click this one because it'll reset everything. So yeah, so this is just telling you about that you can reset all your settings. I don't want to be doing that just because obviously if I do end up doing that, it will reset everything. So yeah, I don't want to be doing that because otherwise it'll just reset everything. So yeah, it's just pretty simple this one. Just make sure that you don't click on it because if you've got like any custom settings or anything like that, just make sure that you don't end up resetting it all because otherwise, if you do that, it will everything will just go back to normal. So yeah, just make sure that you don't that you don't end up clicking on that button because otherwise it'll just reset everything and you got to do it all over again. Otherwise, if you do it, so yeah, just make sure that you don't click on it and make sure that you've got your custom default like custom options and stuff like that. Just make sure that you don't end up doing it. So. Yeah, so that's all of them. So now I'm just going to go back and do a little bit more information. So yeah, going back to game options. Yep, so as I said, it's got like all the game stuff in it. It's got like all the game options and stuff like that. Everything that you need to choose from about the game. Yeah, I don't really know like everything in the game options, like everything that's in the game options, but I know that there is other like I do kind of know like most things in it. There is like other stuff that I do know about that's in it. So like I don't know like everything that's in it. But there is like other stuff that I do know and stuff like that that's in it and that. So yeah, I don't kind of know everything about it. But obviously there is kind of a lot of options in there that kind of shows you what's actually in it and stuff. So yeah, just kind of just shows you it all and just shows you like all the options that's in it and stuff. So yeah, just kind of just shows you all of them that's in it. And that is pretty much it about game options. I can't really think of anything else about it. So yeah, that's pretty much it. So yeah, that's the game options. Right then, going back to audio. So in the audio options, as I said, it's got all the sounds in it. As I said, if you don't want the music on or the menu music on or anything like that, yeah, just make sure that you basically turn it all down if you don't want it on or anything like that. As I said from before, if I'm not recording, I usually have it up. Obviously because I'm playing it on my own. Obviously if I'm playing it without recording and stuff like that. But yeah, as I said, if I'm recording, I usually just turn it down so you guys can hear me and stuff like that. I've been doing that for quite a long time, so yeah, So make sure that you've got that you've got all that on, and yeah, just make sure that it kind of all works and stuff like that. Just make sure it all works and that, and just make sure that you've got it like in a very good easy tack. If you kind of know what I mean. So yeah, just make sure that you've got it all pretty much easy, and yeah, just make sure that you know what you're doing with the audio and stuff like that. Just make sure that you're doing everything that's kind of like in it and stuff like that. So that's pretty much it about the audio. Nothing really else to say. So yeah, hopefully you don't understand about audio. As yeah, that's the audio option. Next up is graphics. Yep, going back to it again. Just make sure that you've got your graphics completely right. As I said, with brightness and gamma even. Yeah, just make sure that you've got your gamma completely right. Just make sure that you can have your gamma as light as anything you want. Obviously, you can have your gamma as what you want. Obviously, you can have it bright or low. But yeah, just make sure that you've got your gamma completely right, like compared to what you want it to be. As I said, I like to have it really, really bright because I think it's really, really easy for me. Obviously, I kind of like it like that. So yeah, just make sure that you've got it completely easy and stuff like that. And yeah, just make sure that you've got it brightly up. And then, as I said, if you end up resetting it anyway, it will go back to what it were again. So if you've got like a custom gamma and a custom brightness, just make sure that you keep it as it is, and just make sure that you end up, upping it down a little bit if you kind of like gets a little bit bright. But as I said with me, I just kind of leave it all as it is. I just leave it completely bright with that and the brightness as well. Yeah, I just leave it all as it is because I just think it's all easy anyway. So yeah, I just leave it all as it is. So yeah, that's pretty much it about graphics. So yeah, pretty much everything. Next up is user interface. So yeah, going back to hotbar and stuff. Yeah, the user interface. As I said, with the hotbar and stuff like that, with thumbnails. What I usually do, by the way, is I usually take a thumbnail and I usually take all the hotbar stuff off. So yeah, going back to it again. Hopefully you don't end up struggling with all of this. Hopefully you don't, by the way. But yeah, the way how this one works is yeah, it's kind of really easy. Yeah, the way how it works is basically to make sure that you don't end up struggling with it or anything like that. You can choose what the options with the user and stuff like that. But like I recommend keeping the hotbar on because obviously it's really, really easy for you. So yeah, just make sure that that you end up keeping that on because it'll be really, really easy and stuff like that. Like obviously a lot of people won't be struggling with it. Yeah, so make sure that you've got it on really, really easy because otherwise it'll be really cool for you. As I said with me, I usually just keep it all on anyway. So yeah, just make sure that you've got it on anyway. Just make sure that you've got an easy, really easy section and stuff like that with the user interface. And yeah, just make sure that you've got it completely easy and stuff like that. So yeah, that's pretty much it of user interface. Everything that I've said about it. And finally, reset to defaults. So, yep, going back to before, as I said, reset to defaults is really easy. Just make sure that you don't end up resetting everything. Just make sure that you've got everything completely right with your own option. Just make sure that you don't end up messing anything about. Just make sure that you don't end up doing that. And just keep it like really easy. Just make sure that you've got like a custom option. And yeah, just make sure that you've got like everything completely easy as it is. And just make sure that you've got all of it completely how you want it. And stuff like that. Just make sure that you've got it all completely right. And just like don't mess it up completely. Just make sure that you've got it completely an easy tactic. And just make sure that you don't end up messing anything about or anything. Just make sure that you've got it completely right. And yeah, make sure that you've got it all of that. So yeah, so that is a reset to defaults, and that is everything that's in the settings of Minecraft. So I will try and do another video like this, but I know that I did say that I am going to do other videos where I will talk about everything. So yeah, to make sure that you do like it. So yeah, I will do another video like this coming up soon. And yeah, I will do another one like this where I'll kind of like talk about everything else. So yeah, hope you guys did enjoy this video. Hopefully you did anyway. Hopefully it's going to give you some great advice about what I've kind of talked about. It's kind of like just something that I want to talk about anyway, just to let people all know of the basic tactics about everything, and just let people like all know of kind of what everything is and stuff like that. So hopefully you enjoyed this video. So thank you very much for watching, and I will see you all later. Bye.